cut out your thing that you just cut out has pencils instead of coins. Typo, please fix it. JT has M coins, Jonathan has 1/2 R coins. How many more coins does JT have than Jonathan? I'm going to create a table. JT has M coins, Jonathan has 1/2 R coins. How many more coins does JT have than Jonathan? How many more? That's subtraction. So start with who has the more coins minus the lesser coins. So who has more coins? Obviously JT does. JT has M minus what Jonathan has. These do not simplify. I need a label. Please cut the this problem and put it on the top of page 91. All right. Another unit rate problem. 5 miles equals that number of feet. How many feet are in this number of miles? So the first thing you have to do is find how many feet in 1 mile. So that would be feet per mile, if you remember from last year. So we have feet over mile. Remember how we put the labels so that we put it in the right spot? Feet per mile, so feet comes to the numerator, mile to the denominator. We have a complete ratio. The feet is 26,400. The mile is 5. This ends in a 0, so I know it divides evenly. So I'm going to use my calculator and I'm going to divide it. And I get 5,280 feet per mile. So in 1 mile, I have 5,280 feet. Now I'm ready for the second part. How many feet are in 27 over 8y miles? If this was 2 miles, how many feet are in 2 miles? You would multiply 2 times this number. But it's not 2. It's this funky number. So operation is the same. It's still multiplication. 27 over 8y times 5,280. I'm not finished yet because I can simplify it by multiplying those two numbers together. I can cross reduce. I can divide 5,280 divided by 8. So I'm going to do that. 8 divided by 8 is 1. 5,280 divided by 8 is 660. So I'm left with 27y times 660. I'm going to use my calculator. 27 times 660, it's 17,820. I can't lose my variable. I make sure to put my variable in there. I have a variable, so I'm not going to worry about a sentence, but I do need a label. Please cut this problem, put them on the bottom of page 91. All right, we have two different people, two different dollar amounts. I'm going to create a chart. Jay made D dollars, Anna made F dollars while working their summer vacation. They gave 12% of their earnings to charity. So we have to find their earnings. They're giving it away. So what operation is that? Subtraction. 12% of their earnings. So that's kind of my plan. So their earnings is how much they make together. So earnings is D plus F. You add their money together. So every time I see earnings, I'm going to put D plus F in parentheses. Minus 12%, have to turn it to a decimal, move my decimal point over 2 places to the left. 0.12 of is multiplication. Earnings, every time I saw earnings, I put D plus F. Now I need to simplify. I'm going to add the opposite so I don't lose that negative sign. And I'm going to distribute. D plus F, I'm not going to put that in parentheses because it's not being multiplied by anything, so it's okay. Plus negative 0.12d plus negative 0.12f. Now I'm going to combine like terms. D plus negative 0.12d plus f plus negative 0.12f. What's my coefficient of this one? 1. So 1 minus 0.12, 1 plus negative 0.12 d plus 1 plus negative 0.12, put that in parentheses, f. I just factored out the variable to make it easier to add their coefficients. So 1 minus 0.12f is 0.88d plus 0.88f. I'm not done yet because I haven't given it a label. We're talking about the total they gave to charity, so we're talking about money. Please cut this problem, put it on the top of page 92. Don't forget, some of these problems are very similar to your homework problems, so make sure you refer to this. Top of page 92, Jay has even more money, and Ben has more money. All right. Jay has M quarters in his pocket, M has 1 dime, and N nickels in his pocket. If they add their money together, how much money do they have? Let's look at this not looking at variables. If Jay had 3 quarters, how much money does he have? 75 cents. How do you figure that out? 3 times the worth of the quarter, so 0.25 times 3. So when you want to know how much money they have, you have to multiply how many of that coin they have times how much that coin is worth. So make sure you remember that. When you're talking about how much you have to do that multiplication. So I have Jay has quarters, Ben has dime, and nickel. Oh, I don't like that table. Let's see. Jay has M quarters. A quarter is worth 0.25. So 0.25 times M is how much money he has. Ben has 1 dime and N nickels. Oh, look at that spelling. So how much money does Ben have? A dime is worth 10 cents, so 0.10, he has 1 of them, plus N times the worth of a nickel. Nickel is worth 5 cents, 0.05, times the number of nickels that he has. So Ben has this amount of money, Jay has this amount of money. So first thing you have to do is find out how much each of them has. Now they're going to add their money together. So Jay has 0.25M plus what Ben has, 0.10 plus 0.05N. Do I have any like terms? This has an M. This is not even a variable term. This one has an N, so nope. I have one more thing to add. Story problem, talking about how much money they have. So I have to add $sign. Homework, page 176, numbers 11 through 15, plus you have a quiz Friday. So tomorrow we will grade 1 through 15, and you have a quiz Friday. Please make sure you write that down in your assignment notebook.